So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So today, guys, we're live on YouTube, guys, to discuss about the Europa League and Conference League reaction, guys. So we're going to be here doing this, guys. I'm really looking forward to this one, guys, and I think it's going to be massive, man. Massive. So please remember to hit the like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button, guys. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to go ahead and do this, man. We're going to go ahead and do this. I'll read your guys' comments. Brandon Blanco says, salute AD. Nice to have my files over and see football content. Yeah, I mean, I'm just finishing my files tonight. In fact, I actually got to do this online exam, and then I got to do this paper and presentation. So, although to be fair, I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the paper thing, so the presentation shouldn't take too long. So, obviously, you know, the files are this week, which is crazy. Avocado says, big up, taking a break from files right now. I'll be really by the weekend. So I think you mean you'll be ready by the weekend. So there will be timestamps just below, guys, for you guys' convenience. Of course, we're going to go through the Europa League and Conference League. And yeah, so like I said, guys, and just let's do this, man. Let's do this. So let me go ahead and let me go ahead and share my screen. And yeah, let me go ahead and get the football up, guys. We're going to start with the Europa League first. Of course, as you guys know, this tradition to start with this on my channel. So we're going to go ahead and go through the Europa League first. I'm going to go through more of the groups rather than the games itself, just because, like I said, guys, there's just so many games to go through, so too much to discuss. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and get to that. So let me go ahead and show you. You guys should be able to see my screen right now. Okay. So let's do this, guys. Let's do it. So as you can see, guys, this is how Group A pans out. So we have West Ham top, Freiburg second, Olympiacos third, TSC Baka Topola last. I mean, when it came down to this group, it was always going to be West Ham. I think West Ham for me were hands down the best team of this group. You know, the Conference League winners, of course. And let's see what they can do, man. Can they actually win this competition? That would be big for them so they can get into next year's Champions League, of course. And West Ham, they put up a good display against Freiburg. They got the job done. I think Edson Alvarez scored the goal there. He had a good display. Then Kudus as well. Kudus is an amazing player, man. What a sign that's been. And for Freiburg, they just didn't enough quality in the end. And like I said, I feel like this group was pretty predictable. And then Olympiacos smashed TSC Boca Topola 5-2 pretty convincingly. And yeah, so TSC Bacala are going to finish bottom of the group. And then obviously Olympiacos go third and go into the Conference League. And then Freiburg, of course, are going to be waiting to see who they get in the round of the knockout round playoffs, aka the knockout round playoffs. They'll be playing against a Champions League team that dropped down. So yeah, I'll do my dream draw, my mock draw, by the way, for the Europa League. Stay tuned for that for tomorrow. And then I think I'll do Conference League on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I already draw my Champions League one today. So look out for that, guys. Look out for that. And yeah, like I said, guys, there is that. So let me go ahead and tell people live. Hopefully they can join. And yeah, so Darius El Petru says hi. Brandon Blanco says I had a classmate from Austria in my law school. He left and told him, good luck in the Euros next year. Hey, man, good luck, man. Good luck. Darius El Petru says I got prediction right for Group A. Darius El Petru said that's normal for West Ham. Pookie says sup. Poi says yo. Yeah, so for Olympiacos, man, what a win that was against TSC Baka Topola after they dropped points against the reverse fixture. Remember, I think Olympiacos had a 2-0 lead in the reverse fixture. They let that lead slip. TSC Baka Topola capitalized, and they got that deserved draw. Well, maybe not deserved, but they got the draw. And for Olympiacos, man, I think the games against Freiburg really cost them, where they lost at home to Freiburg, I believe. Then I think, yeah, it was just difficult for Olympiacos, you know. And like I said, man, I think Olympiacos will do better in the Conference League. I don't think the team has enough quality, and I think the Europa League was just a bridge too far for them, you know. So at least they put up a good display. You know, and shout out to TSC Baka Topola, man. This is the first time I think they ever debuted in a European competition. So you have to give them a round of applause for this insane accomplishment, because they did well in this group. They weren't that bad, you know. And you got to keep in mind that this is a team that are playing in Europe for the first time ever. So of course it will be difficult for them to do well. So yeah, like I said, Group A, not really anything too surprising, too shocking. I think most people probably predicted that order. And yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to Group B, man. Ajax, man. They finally showed up, Ajax, man. What a big win this was against AEK Athens. And I got to say, man, Athens defense was awful. Defensively looked really awful. The goalkeeper, man, made a horrible mistake for the first goal. And then the second goal was the equalizer was fast from Garcia. And then the second goal was nice from Taylor. And the third goal, Ekpom. So Ajax, man, they were just in cruise control of the game. Cruise control. Athens never really got going in this game. They never really created any dangerous, real opportunities, even though they had more possession. I just think Ajax, for me, they got this big win. And I'm glad they proved me wrong, because I actually printed them to finish ball in the group. I actually did. And I actually do kind of feel somewhat bad that I did that, because that was actually a pretty rough prediction. But they did pull through in third place, and you got to give credit to them, man. And Athens, man, they did well in this group. You know, they did well in this group. It was just that I think that win over Brighton was really the big thing, you know. And them winning on Matchday 1 really changed this group. So, yeah, for Ajax, man, they got the job done. And let's see where they get in the Conference League. I think Ajax could do something in the Conference League, guys. I think Ajax could do something in the Conference League. You know, they had a bad start to the season. I think things have got better since then. They're no longer in the relegation zone, I believe. And let's see what Ajax can do, man. Let's see what Ajax can do. So please hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already done so. And yeah, let me read your guys' comments. Ajax will collapse again. Pookie's a big Ajax fan, I think. Pookie says no. Oh, Albert, man. You really are very funny. Anyways, so yeah, man, shout out to Ajax, man. Shout out to Ajax. They got the job done, man. Ajax, man, they did it, man. They did it. So let's see, man. Could they do something in the Conference League, guys? Could they do something in the Conference League? I have no idea, man. And guys, by the way, I'm doing like my Group B simulation and the FIFA 23 of my game simulation. AEK Athens are broken. They have scored 4 goals in the last 2 games. They scored 4 against Brighton away at the Amex Stadium, and then they scored 4 against Ajax at their stadium. I don't know how Athens is doing this in my simulation, because they're way too OP, way too OP, right? But you know, it is what it is. So it's gonna be interesting. Then we have the next game we have here is Brighton 1, Marseille 0. Dude, I was going crazy when João Pedro scored. And for me, man, Brighton fully deserved this. Marseille were awful in this game. I'm sorry. Marseille were not great in this game whatsoever. They were just parking the bus. And they had some few chances here and there. They didn't get anything on target. And for Brighton, man, they absolutely obliterated Marseille. Absolutely obliterated them. And that winner from Pedro, man, João Pedro, man, what an insane goal that was to take it up. And I actually think he surpasses Aubameyang in the process. He actually is not the top goal scorer in the Europa League. So in the process, so João Pedro, man, what a finish that was. And for Brighton, like I said, man, Marseille were awful, man. They were not great on the day. They were so defensive, and they just didn't look great. And I don't know, man. I just think for Brighton, man, what they did was unbelievable. And I think this team could do something, guys. I think this team could do something in the Europa League. I'm really excited to watch this team, because this team is such a fun to me to watch. Really, really excitement of a team. My only concern, though, with Brighton is I feel like defensively they're a bit too vulnerable. I think the defense I'm not really a huge fan of. I think this season they have been worse defensively than last season. But I think Brighton will definitely be a team to look out for. And look out for João Pedro, man. João Pedro, he is that guy, man. That difference maker, man. He is that guy and everything. So also, yeah, like I said, man, and shout out to Ndingra, man. Ndingra is also another player I really like. I did a Union SG save on FIFA 23, and he's been one of my favorite players. So I really like Ndingra. And look out for him for the AFCON, man. He maybe could do something AFCON. Of course, remember, guys, Brighton also skip out on the round of 32, the knockaround playoffs. They directly avoid that. So you know how the fixture congestion is for the EPL team. So they get to avoid that. And now they'll be playing directly in the round of 16. And let's see who they get in the round of 16, guys. Because like I said, guys, I think I would love for Brighton to, you know, do something in this competition, because that would be a very fun team to watch. So let me just read some of you guys' comments. Looking forward to Maxwell's San Marino video because he got 200K. Wow. Oh, yeah, shout out to Maxwell, man. Shout out to Maxwell. So, Mass Channel says, hi, just joined. He says, Mass Channel says, I've just come from watching Mike's video. I also watched that earlier today. I watched that earlier today during the games, actually. Matt Albuquerque said, João Pedro's a beast. I turned him into a 93 rated striker. Wow. Insane, man. Insane. That's absolutely incredible. That's insane. Insane. Albuquerque says, hey, Matt, João Pedro is a beast in my career mode on FIFA 21. Mass Channel says, sounds like Marseille were less up for the game and got complacent. And Mass Channel says, hi, Albert. Hello, man. Hello to you, everyone. So, yeah, like I said, man, for Brighton, man, what a win, man. And like I said, guys, so Brighton moves on to the next stage. Moves on to round of 16. And Marseille, they were playing against the Champions League team, of course. And Ajax go to the Conference League and AEK Athens with no European football. So, and what an assist that was. Who got the assist there? I think it was Gross. I think Pascal Gross got the assist there. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it in real time. We have to discuss about this La Liga club. Because Real Betis, well, actually, we'll get to Real Betis later. Let's start with this game, man. Sparta Prague, man, they did it, man. They won 3-1 away in Cyprus, which is outstanding. And they were honestly up for it on the day. Honestly, they were amazing on the day. They were so clinical in the final third. 10 shots, 8 on target. Errors Lemazol never really got going. They did score a goal, though, right at the end. It was a consolation goal. Didn't really mean anything, though. And yeah, man, what a team this is, man. Because I really like the Sparta Prague team. Because I think this team is an underrated team, guys. This Czech teams, guys, hear me out. Czech teams are super underrated. I think people need to respect what Czech teams can do. Slavia Prague deserves respect. Sparta Prague deserves respect. Because these teams, while they may not have the quality compared to other teams, they always fight for it. They're always going for it. They're solid, organized. They're defensively solid. And I think these teams should be respected. I feel like people disrespect these teams just because they're Czech Republic. And of course, they don't have the quality of players compared to other teams. And I think we have to give them a huge, huge respect because what they did was unbelievable. And Sparta Prague, man, they actually advanced from this group and knocking out one of the supposed best teams in La Liga, Real Betis. Now we'll talk about Rangers, man. Real Betis Rangers, man. Real Betis. Real Betis, man. What an absolute embarrassment, man. I'm sorry, man. This is absolutely embarrassing. This looks bad for La Liga, man. I'm sorry to say. We were saying EPL did bad yesterday at the Champions League, and we have to keep the same energy. We have to keep the same energy for Real Betis, because with all due respect, man, Real Betis shouldn't be coming third in this group. They should be first in this group. They shouldn't have lost to Rangers twice. And defensively, they looked awful. And shout out to Roof, man. Roof scoring that game-winning goal, sealed it for Rangers, man. And Sima and Desters, man. This Rangers team is a team that I wasn't really impressed with. I wasn't impressed with what they did in the qualifiers. They just about scraped through. And I think they were pot one team for the draw, if I'm not mistaken. And the fact that they did this in this kind of fashion is unbelievable. They topped the group in the process, which is unbelievable. And I just think for Real Betis, man, it's just bad. I'm sorry to say, this looks bad for La Liga, man. And maybe Real Betis could do better in the Conference League. I guess we could look at it from that point of view if you want to be optimistic. But still, man, it looks really bad. Because remember, guys, the top two countries gets an additional spot for the Champions League, and I think this is gonna really hurt Spain and the coefficient stuff, right? And we're not gonna get an additional team in the Champions League, so. Real Betis and Sevilla fell this weekend. And it's really interesting. Both clubs are from the same area. So that's how interesting it is, And for Real Betis, man, Miranda scoring that goal there in the 14th minute. Then obviously Sima scored there in the 10th minute. And then Perez, man, scored a nice goal there. And then Isco, man. Isco was great on the day. Isco was probably the best player for Real Betis. And Dessers and Roof, man. What a winner from Roof, man. That was a crazy, crazy goal from a scrappy set piece there. And I got to say, man, I'm sorry to say this right now. Abde is horrendous. I am so glad. I think Barca made the right decision to get rid of this guy, because I'm sorry, this guy is awful. This guy is awful, guys. He came on, he didn't do anything. He tried to do these skills and tried dribbles and whatever. The guy was ineffective. I'm sorry, and Abde was terrible. I'm sorry to say, and it makes sense why we sold him. It really does make a lot of sense, because this guy is awful, man. This guy is awful. I'm sorry, like this guy is just awful, and it's good that he's it makes sense why you sold him. It makes sense why he didn't start. And like I said, man, Kamara Roof, man, what a huge, huge winner for him, man. This is huge confidence for him, man, because I think my commentator was saying this is like the first goal he scored in a long time. And so I think for Kamara Roof, man, this is amazing for him. And maybe this could give maybe Jamaican national team might be looking into this. Hey, let's see what he can do, man. So yeah, Bellerin was also not great on the day. Real Betis just looked defensively awful. Like, they looked really defensively awful in the day. I think they were bad in set pieces in particular. And, yeah, I just think for Rangers, man. You got to give it up to them because they needed to win this game, guys. Anything other than a win would have costed them. They would have been out. They would have been out of the Europa League. So you have to give them credit that they managed to come to Spain and win away in Real Betis is absolutely phenomenal. You have to give them a round of applause for that because that was something that a lot of us didn't expect, man. And look at the momentum thing. Real Betis just didn't look. Real Betis had so much chances, man. They were so much better team. They had possession, but they just couldn't control it. And you have to give credit to Rangers, man. Defensively, they were solid. Butland made a lot of good saves. Silva was terrible in goalkeeper, in my opinion. Barisic was great. Davis, Goldson, Tavernier. Like the defense of Rangers, man, because they have this resilient attitude, And I just think for me, it's just bad, man. So I just think for Rangers, man, what they did was unbelievable. And you have to give them a round of applause for that. So for Real Betis, man, very disappointed. And maybe the Conference League is better for them. Maybe the Conference League is better for them. And maybe they could do better there. I'm not so sure. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they do better in the Conference League because, like I said, man, this looks bad for La Liga, man. This looks bad indeed. So hopefully they can do something better, man. So, like I said, there's that. All right, let's read some of you guys' comments. The Victoria Pleasant could be another. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Victoria Pleasant's a good shout. Respect to Czech teams. I'm going to say more like Real bad. This looks bad for La Liga 80, please. JK. Come on, man. I'm sorry. You can't lose to a Scottish team at home. It's unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. JK low. Real bought a lease. And the thing is, Real Betis just needed a draw. They didn't even need to win this game. Well, whatever happened to Bellerin. The guy's falling off. The guy is not the same. The guy is awful, man. The guy is awful. He's just a pace merchant, to be honest with you. Puka says, Barca did. I mean, yeah, we made La Liga look bad. That is true. But, at least it didn't cost us. At least we still made it through to the next stage. And, we still topped the group. But, yeah, I mean, it is true. We didn't make La Liga look bad. But I think what Real Betis did was worse, though. Because at least with Barca, we were at least on the road. Real Betis was at home. So, I think what Real Betis did was more unacceptable. Brandon Blanco says, unacceptable Betis. Shout out to Rangers. Yeah. Pookie says he was at Barca, right? Yeah. Which player are you talking about? Bellerin or Abde? Bellerin, yeah, Bellerin was at Barca. He's a former La Masia player. Yeah, but he was a fashion merchant. Abacardon says, credit to Rangers for a gid. Dinga says, I'm here. Bellerin's forgot that November has ended because I'm still see Barca happened to him. Bruce says 80. I was trolling you. Rank. Oh wow, Rank is here. Hello, gamer. Rank here. Wow, what a nice profile picture, man. Even Rangers aren't a perfect SPL team. Arwell says respect 2021 Conference League finalists. Bruce said no, I didn't say Barca did because of that. Bellerin fell up post FIFA 16. I honestly forgot about him. So, wow. All right, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Enough about Real Betis, man. I'm just disappointed, man. I'm really disappointed as a La Liga correspondent, La Liga fan. I'm just disappointed. Moving on, we have Rocco. Rocco. Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher the last part. So I'm just gonna say Rocco. Rocco versus Atalanta, guys. Atalanta got the job done. They won 4-0 on the road. I mean, this was really not. It was kind of a dead rubber for Atalanta. Really mean anything. And with this win, guys, Atalanta topped the group. Even if they had lost this game, they still would have topped the group because they had a better head-to-head over Sporting. And I just think that for Rocco, man, it's a disappointment, man. They finished level on same points as Sturm Graz. I think Sturm Graz had a better head-to-head. Yeah, I think Sturm Graz had a better head-to-head, which is why they made it through. So, shout out to Atalanta, man. Charles de Ketelaere, man. He was terrible for Milan last season, so he needs this loan move. And let's see what he can do, man. Luis Muriel is back in goal scoring form. Then Bonfenti, the goal from the center back. And yeah, man. So this Atalanta team is a team to look out for. And let's see, man, because this is a team that I didn't think would do this well in the Europa League. I didn't think they would go unbeaten in this group. I thought they would maybe lose 1 or 2 games. I thought they would come second place in this group, to be honest. And what they did is unbelievable. Oh, wait, actually, that's not. Wait, is that a different rank? Or I don't know. This is weird. I think it's a different rank, guys. I don't think that's the same rank. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Oh, it's the other rank. It's ranked second channel, I think, right? I think it's ranked second channel. Yeah, this is ranked second channel. It's ranked second channel. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already done so, and hit the subscribe button. So, yeah. Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the other game. We're gonna go here. We have a lot of games to go through, and I don't really have a lot of time for today, so I need to make this quick. Sporting 3, Sturm Graz 0. Sporting got the job done. They won 3-0 against Sturm Graz. Guicaris scored a goal there. Nice goal for him. And then Ignacio, man, the center back, man. It was actually interesting. He scored 2 goals on the day, man. It's a brace for a center back, which is really weird. Whenever you see center back score 2 goals, it just looks very weird. So he scored 2 goals there from, I believe, I assume it was 2 headers, if I had to make a mistake. And yeah, actually, no, it wasn't 2 headers. It was actually a right-footed shot there. Then another, okay, one was a header, one was a right-footed shot. So yeah, for Sporting, man, they did it, man. They got the job done. They won 3-0 at home quite convincingly. And Sturm Graz, yeah, it's just they just didn't have enough quality on the day. You can see right here, 4 shots, 2 on target. Yeah, just wasn't good enough. And for Sporting, man, let's see what they can do against the Champions League teams, man. Let's see what they can do. And of course, Sturm Graz will be heading to the Conference League. All right, moving on to Group E. We're going to start first with LASK 1, Toulouse 2. Toulouse, man, they got the big win over on the road against LASK. So shout out to Toulouse, man. They did it, man, and they secure second place in this group. They actually finished 1 point behind Liverpool, which is actually pretty commendable because many of us thought Liverpool would run right in this group. And yeah, I think for Toulouse, man, I think it's a very underrated team. I really like their goalkeeper. I think this is he's a solid goalkeeper, Restes. And I just think that for me, man, Toulouse is a very I think they could do something in this group, man. I mean, something in the Europa League. I think they could be maybe potential dark horse. For LASK, man, they just didn't have enough quality in the end. 14 shots, 4 on target is not really great. And like I said, man, it's interesting in that regard. So as you can see right here, Toulouse did the double over LASK. LASK were terrible, man. They were the worst team in this group by far. So yeah, like I said, man, Toulouse, man, they did it, man. They did it. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to the Delinga, Suazo scoring the winner there in the 83rd minute. Ubik. All right, moving on. The other game we have here is actually let me read. Let's go to the other game. We're gonna go to Union SG LASK. No, sorry, Union SG Liverpool. Wow, Liverpool, man, not very good for them. But now we got to keep this in mind. Context is key, guys. Liverpool had already secured top spot in the group. They were already coming into this group in game with pretty much nothing to play for. 12 points. Even if Toulouse, like they wouldn't have lost the top spot. Union SG, on the other hand, needed to win this game. And if Union SG didn't win, they may have not got Conference League. So that's why I'm just saying is that for Union SG, this is huge. And what a goal that was, Porates. What a goal that was, the 43rd minute. Amazing goal there. 32nd minute from Amura. And then Kwanzaa scored a nice goal there. And then Union SG, man, they were great in the second half, man. They scored a 3rd goal there. I think it got disallowed, actually. And yeah, like I said, man, for Liverpool, man, not very good performance from them. But like I said, man, you can't really read too much into this game. You really can't read too much into this game because, like I said, they weren't really playing for anything. And of course, they have a huge game over the weekend. They'll be playing against, of course, you guys know, Manchester United. That's going to be a huge game on Sunday. I don't know if I'll be able to watch that game. I'll just see if I can. And maybe we'll have to do a live reaction on here. If a crazy scoreline happens, we'll see. We'll see, man. But yeah, for Liverpool, man, they did it, man. They did it. And of course, like I said, man. And like I said, man, Shout out to Union SG, man. And I really like this. This team is such a fun team to watch, man. Very, very fun team to watch. And I enjoy watching this team, man. Enjoy watching this team. Let me read some of you guys' comments. It's a different account. Haha. Dinga says, okay. Rank, if it's you, tell me who is the best national team. Rank, the guy from Argentina. Pookie says. Matchday says, bring on Sporting on Monday. Albert says, Sporting has a future Puskás winner. I think Sporting could be a dark horse in the Europa League. Matt says, if not better. Albert says, Toulouse showed LASK it was their game to lose. Balkan Warrior says, yo. Rank X says, I warned you when the groups were drawn that Liverpool wouldn't walk this group. Yeah, I mean, I knew Liverpool wouldn't I knew Liverpool would top this group, but I didn't think they would I knew they weren't gonna go perfect, of course. And I knew they would, because the key for Liverpool is at the Anfield games. The Anfield games they did really well. They won 3 out of 3, right? And then they got the away win at LASK, right? The loss against Toulouse was kind of controversial because, they had a last-minute goal disallowed. And then, of course, this game. So, for Liverpool, as I said, you can't really read too much into this, right? And I think the rotation is key. And I think Jurgen Klopp is right. What's the point of playing Salah in this game? What's the point of playing Alisson in this game? There's really no point because you have nothing to play for. So, yeah. But the key thing for Liverpool is to top this group. That's the important thing. And that's the thing that's very important. Rank I say, especially with the rotation. Alcon says L Pool. Sebastian, it's Epo. He's not him. It's another guy. Look at the videos. Give me Sporting versus Benfica later in the competition. Yeah, that could be interesting, man. That could be very, very interesting, man. That could be very, very interesting, man. I would love to see that matchup in the quarterfinals. Because remember, guys, the earliest that we can see that will be the quarterfinals. We cannot see that earlier than the quarterfinals. Dinga says Liverpool won the group. Yay. Yeah, guys, smash the like button, guys. How we're at 7 likes, guys. Come on, man. We have 10 people watching, so please hit the like button, guys. We need to be reaching at least 10 likes. So please hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Sebastian said Guequeres to Barca. I don't think Barca is interesting. Plus, we already got Roque coming in, so yeah, maybe. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. Mastodon says Quenza, ex-Bristol Rovers loan, he scored, but couldn't keep Union SG out. Oh, he's actually on loan from Bristol Rovers. That's interesting. So, interesting there. Alcaraz says Sporting probably beats Benfica if it happens. Dinga says just liked. That's great, man. Great to hear. Great to hear. So remember, guys, let's get the likes up, man. We need to get to 10 likes. In fact, let me actually let me pin that in the chat. Actually, we need to reach 10 likes in this video, man. We should be reaching at least 10 likes. So, come on, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. It's free, man. It's free. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to the other game. Other group. We got here is Group F action. Group F action. Let's see. Group F. Where are we? Group F. Okay, let's start with the first one here. And let me actually just make sure I pronounce this correctly because Rank actually did send me the syllables for this. So let me make sure I pronounce this correctly before I butcher this. So please give me a few seconds, guys. All right, guys. So here's how it goes. Pa, nai, da, nai, goes. Pa, na, da, nai, goes. Okay, I think I got it, guys. Pa, na, da, nai, goes. Okay, I think I got it, guys. I think I got the name. For some reason, I've been mispronouncing the name a lot. Then they played against Maccabi Haifa, and wow, Maccabi Haifa actually won this game. I did not see this coming. I'm very much surprised they won this game on the road. And I just think that for Maccabi Haifa, man, this is amazing for them because they needed to win this game. Any other result, they wouldn't have finished third. And the fact that they won this game away in Greece is actually pretty impressive. And I think the goalkeeper made a mistake there. The goalkeeper made a mistake there for the first goal. Not very good there to see. And then the second goal was scored by Cherry. Then they scored a consolation goal right at the end of the 89th minute. So, yeah, look at how dominant Maccabi Haifa were in the day. Oh, actually, no, they weren't really dominant. It was actually the Greece team was dominant. They just couldn't convert their chances. Sorry, they couldn't convert their chances. And if you can't convert your chances, you're going to get punished. And that's what Maccabi Haifa did, man. They punished them. They took advantage of the chances, and they scored the 2 goals. So, shout out to Maccabi Haifa, man. And they're going to be in the Conference League, and I think it's good for them. I think it's good for them. And as for the Greece team, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, like I said, man, very disappointing from them, but they made this group competitive. Like, you have to give them that. They weren't just here just for like the what is it called? They weren't just here just for vibes. They actually try to get some results, and they took it all the way to the final match day. So yeah, like I said, guys, hit the like button, guys, hit the like button. So how many likes we're on, guys? Let's see. We should be reaching 10, man. 10 minimum. Minimum 10 likes. So how many we are on right now? Let's see. Okay, 9. Okay, we just need one more, guys. Just one more like, guys. One more like, we'll seal it, man. If we get one more like, that will be amazing. So please hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already done so. Indeed. Oh, we're at 10 likes. Albert says, let's go. Let's freaking go. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. All right. Then we're going to talk about this game, man. Rennes, Villarreal. And there was some controversial moment in this game. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Rennes, man, they were denied a goal at the last minute. And that could be detrimental for Rennes. Because, yes, even though they qualified, they still made it through. They still feel like they could have topped this group. And for Villarreal, man, I'm not really that impressed with Villarreal, be honest with you. Moreno scored a penalty there at the 36th minute. Penalty was awarded. So they upstep. Moreno scores it. And then just a minute later, after scoring the goal, Rennes equalized there. Asingon scored 37th minute. And then, of course, Ilias Akuma, the former Barca player, actually made it 2-1. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, Villarreal's going to hold on. And the Rennes equalized. It was such a back-and-forth game. And then, of course, Danny Pereira scored right after Rennes took the lead. And then, of course, there was a goal disallowed right at the end. I don't exactly remember why it was disallowed. I think there was maybe a foul in the build-up. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below why exactly the goal was disallowed right there at the end. I think there's like a foul in the build-up. Maybe it was – I don't think it was offside. I think it was a foul in the build-up. And Rennes, man. So Villarreal topped the group. They're through to the round of 16. They did the double over Rennes, and Rennes is going through in second place. They'll be playing against the Champions League team. And, of course, Maccabi Haifa goes to the Conference League. And Marcelino Garcia, the former Athletic Bilbao coach, gets the job done. And for Rennes, man, they're going to feel hard done by. This was a very cagey game, very end-to-end game, very back-and-forth game. And, yeah, man, so that's good to see, man. Good to see. Let me read some of you guys' comments. All right. The only way Bristol makes Europa is if the ex-players make it. Sporting probably beats Benfica if it happens. Dinga says just liked. No, he went to loans to Bristol last season. He's become a squad member for Liverpool. Rekonek says, hit the like button. It's free like Man United. I see what you did there, Sebastian. I can never pronounce that club name. Rekonek says, luckily now that the Greece team are out of Europe, we don't have to pronounce their name anymore. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Sebastian says, young boys are still in Europe, so people will stay that name. I'm not going to read that last part out, so let's just move on. Alvaro Carna says, we're at 10 likes. See! Boy says, the Greece team is the closest thing to AAK getting Europe. That's lol. Okay. We're in Europe in 2022-2023 season. What the heck? Kamavinga is my favorite Rennes player. Kamavinga did not play. Former Rennes player, you should say, man. Kamavinga is not Rennes anymore. And of course, oh yeah, I forgot Rennes, they also lost Doku. That's a big, big loss. Okay, anyways, let's move on to Group G, guys. Unfortunately, guys, Roma, they did their job, but they couldn't top the group. They won 3-0 against Sheriff. And I got to say, Sheriff is still bad. I don't know how Sheriff keeps qualifying, but, it is what it is. Lukaku scored, Belotti scored, and Pizzoli scored the 93rd minute. Roma were just too good for this game, and Sheriff really never got going in this game. They had a few chances here and there, but it was never to be. And for Roma, man, they did it, man. So shout out to Roma, man. They are through to the next round, but they will have to play against a Champions League team, which I'm kind of worried for Roma. Not going to lie. Then moving on, we have the other game we've got here is Slavia Prague 4 and Servette 0. So Slavia Prague actually does top the group. That's actually pretty incredible because a lot of people said, nah, Roma, we're going to top the group. And Slavia said, nope, we're going to top the group. And now they're through to round of 16 directly. which is actually pretty incredible for them. And I just think that for Slavia Prague, man, it's incredible to see what they did, man. And so shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, man. And yeah, for Servette, man, it just wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. And they were just too dominant. At least Servette got Conference League. That is true. And they did well in this group. 5 points out of 6 games is actually not too bad. And of course, their center back made a mistake for the goal there. So very, very unfortunate for him, of course. Let me read some of your guys' comments. Mourinho Masterclass. He's going to beat Milan and sack Pioli. I know what he's cooking. Well, Sebastian, to make you feel better, Roma cannot play against Milan because they're both Italian clubs. Italian clubs cannot play against each other until the quarterfinals. So Roma and Milan are going to avoid each other. Master says, Sebastian, qualifiers don't count. Slovako got that spot. Yeah, it doesn't matter about the qualifiers, man. You have to actually make the competition to actually count. Okay. Albuquerque says, Mourinho can beat any UCL team in the round of 32. I don't know about that. Albert. We'll talk about it tomorrow, man. We'll talk about it tomorrow in the member stream. So if you guys want to talk about preview the round of 16, the knockout stage draw, join the members thing tomorrow. We're having our member stream tomorrow at around this time. So click that join button, man. Click that join button. Sebastian says, Mourinho, best manager of all time. I don't know if I can agree with that. Let's say he's up there. I'll say he's up there, one of the best. I'm not going to say of all time. I think that's a bridge too far. Sebastian says, Juan Reneso is the new Barca manager. He isn't. Anyways, Rodaro, Sirkris, and Chetel scored the 2 goals. So shout out to Slavia Prague, man. They got the job done. Moving on to Group H, guys. Leverkusen wins 5-1 against Mold. Leverkusen, man, they finally did it, man. And I just think for Leverkusen, man, they were just too dominant in this game. Mold, they never really got going. The one of the center backs, I think this guy made a mistake for one of the goals. Huggun. Did the other center back make a mistake? Yeah, no, he didn't make a mistake. It was just that center back that made a mistake. So Leverkusen, man, they were just too good on the day. Mold, just defensively, were just awful. And Leverkusen, they're so good, man. This Leverkusen team is dangerous, man. This Leverkusen team will go far in the Europa League. And I hope they can win it this time. Because last season, they were very hard done by. I as much like Roma, guys, I really feel like that was so harsh because they dominated Roma. They honestly did. They just couldn't finish. And so for Leverkusen, man, maybe this time around, things will be on their side. So Hoffman getting the assist there, Shiga in the goal, Holzek, Andrik, Tapsoba, and yeah, an own goal there from Illigensen. And of course, Mold did get one back right at the end as a consolation goal, but it didn't really mean anything. So yeah, for Leverkusen, man, of course, they rotated the team, knowing that they already topped the group. And, you know, they get perfect, man. I think Leverkusen the only team that did perfect in the Europa League. So shout out to Leverkusen, man. Leverkusen. And guys, I'm sorry to say this, guys. Haken is an absolute disgrace. Haken is an absolute disgrace. I don't want to see this club ever again in Europe. I know it's really harsh. I know some of you guys are saying, why are you so harsh, Arpon? I'm sorry. This is disgraceful. This is absolutely disgraceful. Their goalkeeper made a mistake for the first goal. Andretti scored a goal the first minute of the game. The second goal was scored by Benza. And even though Haken did get one back, it was an own goal, man. It was an own goal. Guys, Haken is an absolute disgrace. I believe they're the only team in the Europa League that got 0 points. 0 points in the Europa League. What an absolute disgrace. What an absolute disgrace for Haken, man. I'm sorry. Haken was disgraceful, man. I don't know what to say about Haken. Just not good enough. And they look good. Like, they had 90 shots, 5 on target. They just couldn't finish, man. They couldn't finish. And quarterback on the other hand did. And Haken, man, it's just shambles, man. This club, I don't know what to say about this club. This club is just not good enough. And they finished bottom of the group, man, in a very embarrassing fashion. Because I knew they would finish bottom. But, man, I didn't realize it would be this bad. And they only scored 3 goals. 3 goals. 3 goals. Minus 14 goal difference. And this is a team that won the Swedish league last year. Not this year, of course. Obviously, Mold won it. Malmo won it this year. But I think they were the defending champions last year. So I'm sorry to say, Haken is a disgrace. Haken is an absolute disgrace. I'm sorry to say. This club is... I don't know what to say, man. Imagine they were in the Champions League. Imagine they were in the Champions League. It would have been worse for them. So, don't tell me they scored the fewest goals in this competition. 3 goals. Let me see. Oh, my word. Yeah, they scored the fewest goals in this competition. No other team has scored less goals than 3 goals. Oh, my. Oh, actually, no. One team did score 3 goals. Actually, never mind. Rocco did. They have do they have the worst goal difference? Don't tell me they have the worst goal difference. Oh, my word. I think they have the worst goal difference. I think they have the worst goal difference of all the clubs. Okay, let me read some of you guys' comments. Rankin X says, all 3 EPL teams topping their UEL group shows that the Premier League is ahead of the other leagues when it comes to middle pack teams. Yeah, I don't really understand the notion that, everyone was saying yesterday, people were bringing this up on, I think, Have Hope's channel I was watching yesterday. I watched the replay. I didn't get to see it in real time. They were discussing, look is bad for the EPL and everything. You have to take into account the whole all 3 competitions. It's not just Champions League, Europa League, right? Because I'm sorry to say this, Real Betis getting grouped in the Europa League is disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful, especially to a Scottish team. And we know Scottish teams in general in Europe are terrible, just in general, right? And the fact that that happened is just disgraceful, right? So I just think that for EPL, let's just see who wins it. For me, it doesn't really matter about how many teams progress through. It's about how many teams win it at the end of the day, right? If we have no EPL winners and we have only one La Liga winner, that's just how it goes. But like I said, man, this La Liga EPL debate's never going to end. It's going to always continue lasting. Obviously, everyone has their own different viewpoints. I like to judge things primarily on European competitions. I don't really like to judge the other ways. I think that's a fair assessment. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, Rank. Matt Shell says Pep is a good manager. That's Alex, then Jose or Carlo. Matt Shell says probably. Albert Cardona says too bad for mold. Sebastian says Hopkins is a scam to Swedish football. We need to relegate them to 2024. And Hogamo and some players might leave. Matt Shell says, remember when Sebastian argued for Jose Mourinho debate show? Matt Shell says Malmo will be better than Hopkins. Sebastian, remember when England won the Euros? Serbian clubs got total 2 points combined across the 3 teams in Europe. Well, to be fair to the Serbian clubs, I'm not going to be as critical as I am Hakan because the Serbian clubs, remember, I think, what is it called? Kukrachi and I think TSC, they're making their debuts for the first time ever in these European competitions, right? So we have to keep that in context. And they at least they got a point. It's not like they didn't do anything in the group, right? So, yeah. Sebastian say, AAK, Elfsborg, Malmo, Hammarby. I need these clubs in Europe. At least these teams play for the club and badge. Albuquerque says, who is Hakan? Sebastian, yeah, 2024. Rocco was better than Hakan. Oh, dear. Europe needs AAK badly, Sebastian. Sebastian says, things are bad for Hakan when Sebastian's praising Hammarby. So, there you guys go, man. There you guys go. So, let's go ahead and quickly look at the Europa League knockout stage. I just want to show you guys which teams dropped down. Let me pull it off here real quick. So, we're not going to go into details about this because I do need to go into the Conference League. And, of course, I do need to end the stream very soon because we're already 40 minutes in and I'm supposed to make this an hour. So, we'll just look at this very briefly, though. But I just want to show you guys all the teams that we compete in the next round. So, as you can see right here, guys, this is a knockout phase. Where is the thing? Why isn't it showing up right here? Yeah, knockout phase right here, guys. So this is a group winners and the third place team. So the group runner-up will be playing against the third place team. So Galatasaray, Lens, Braga, Benfica, Feyenoord, Milan, Young Boys, Shakhtar Donetsk will be playing against Freiburg, Marseille, Sparta Prague, Sporting, Toulouse, Rennes, Roma, and Qarabağ. And of course, the group winners will be playing against these set teams that they'll find out the winners of. So we'll, of course, have the draw on Monday. And we're not going to do a preview for that, unfortunately, since we're kind of out of time soon. And everything. And, of course, I'll do my mock draw and dream draw video for you guys tomorrow. Don't worry. That will be coming up for you guys tomorrow. And, of course, if you guys want, we could do it. We're going to be previewing the knockaround playoffs on tomorrow's member stream. So if you guys want to join that, click that join button, of course. So, anyways, I think we spoke enough about the Europa League. Let's go ahead and move on to the Conference League, I guess. Let me just read some final comments in regards to the Europa League. Then we're going to move on. Hammarby, they try everything in Europe, and they do better. Hakan just got lucky this season. I put more trust to other clubs in Europe, like AAK, Malmo, Göteborg, the best Swedish clubs that can do stuff. Who the heck are Hakan? Hakan's chances got hacked. Hakan got scammed. You know what I really noticed this club was really weird? When they lost in the playoffs to, what's it called, KI. That's how I knew this team was like, yeah, this is bad. I'm sorry, you can't lose to KI. You just can't. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So, yeah. Okay, for some reason, guys, can you guys check in your end? Because for some reason, my likes are all the way down to 8. Because I believe we were at 10 likes, and now all of a sudden it's back to 8. I don't know why it's like that. So maybe this is just my end. Can you guys check in your end if it's like this? Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the conference league, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the conference league. I think we spent enough time. 45 minutes. Jeez, we're going to have to run through the conference league quickly, man. Quickly. Huh? Sebastian said the likes are at 5. What? Hold on. Let me refresh. Please tell me you're not trolling. That's very, very strange. Strange. What is going on, guys? Okay, I still see 8 on my screen. I don't know what's going on. This is getting very, very weird, guys. Okay, I guess we should just ignore it. I don't even know. Yeah, it says 8 if you reload. Yeah, that's all 8 on my screen. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the conference league, guys. We're going to quickly run through this. So we have Lille. They topped the group. They beat, I think, was a Classic at home. So shout out to Lille. They did a 3-0 win. And Slovan Bratislava, they lost at home to Olimpia Ljubljana. And that actually didn't cost them. That didn't cost them at the end of the day. All it came down to was that top spot, and Lille ended up topping the group. Slovan Bratislava come through in second place, which I believe was interesting there. All right, moving on. The next one we have here is Makiba. Actually, let me just look at the games actually real quick. So matches. I should be using SofaScore, man, to be honest. So let's just quickly look at this. Let me just see who scored the goals. So, wow, KI went down at 9 men. Wow, they got 2 red cards in the game. And oh, my word. Lille got 3 penalties? Huh? What the heck? This is very strange. I'm assuming those red cards led to penalties, right? Yeah, I think, well, no. The first one was, okay, let's see. First one, no. Second one, no. And the third one, yes. Yeah, third one was yes. Okay, so, wow, that's crazy, man. KI, man, they just defensively were just awful. Then, yeah, obviously, Lille, man, they did it, man. Shout out to Lille, man. Yazaki, Gomez, and Zergova scored. Then we have Slovan Bratislava 1, Olimpia Ljubljana 2. I think Olimpia Ljubljana did a comeback, if I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't do a comeback. So shout out to Lucas, man, scored the 2 goals. They didn't really mean anything. And for Slovan Bratislava, they should have won this game, man. They should have won this game. 90 shots, 5 on target. They went down to 10 men, of course. Boran made a really bad challenge outside the box. And when you're down to 10 men, it's always going to be difficult to, hold on to a result. And yeah, so shout out to Olimpia Ljubljana, of course. So, you guys, how many likes are we on? Actually, I'm really confused now. So, let me just refresh my thing again, because we shouldn't be at 10. I don't know what's going on with the like system. The like system is messed up. Okay, so I'm going to put the table here, guys. And Matt's, I'm not gonna read that comment out loud because that comment is wild. So please delete that comment. Please delete that comment. Okay, so we have here Maccabi Tel Aviv went 3-1 against Ghent. Maccabi Tel Aviv, man. Wow, Ghent, man, they lost, man. They lost to Maccabi Tel Aviv, and this is crazy, man. And for Ghent, man, I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised that Ghent actually lost this. Okay, what's going on? Is there something wrong? Wait, what? I'm so confused. What is going on? Okay, I'm just going to continue and just pretend it never happened. Anyways. Oh, it was to Matt's comment. Okay, I thought it was something I was saying. Yeah, Orban is not the same, man. He's not the same as he used to be. And, yeah, for Maccabi Tel Aviv, man, Zahivi, man, scored the 2 goals, man. And Mosquera, man, what the heck? This is weird. I did not know he played at Maccabi Tel Aviv. This goalkeeper I actually know, guys. He is a Panama goalkeeper. I actually know this goalkeeper. I've seen him play for Panama in the Gold Cup, and he's, of course, going to be playing the Copa America next year. So, I'm actually surprised to see he's at Maccabi Tel Aviv. That's very surprising there. And yeah, for Ghent, man, it just wasn't on their day. They were just not good on the day. Maccabi Tel Aviv took advantage of their chances. They were terrible in this game. They didn't really create anything. And the process, Maccabi Tel Aviv actually topped this group. Ghent actually comes through in second place, which is a big shock because Ghent is actually one of the best clubs in the competition in the last few years they've competed. So I'm actually kind of surprised that it came through in second place. So yeah, for Maccabi Tel Aviv match, interesting. Then we have Zora Lindisk versus Bresselbeck. Of course, Zora Lindisk won that game. Not really too surprising there. So yeah, Bresselbeck, man, it was just too difficult for them. I was hoping they would at least get something in this group, and yeah, they got smashed 4-0, man. Very, very bad for them. Their defender mate got an own goal. It was just terrible for them. And yeah, like I said, not really a whole lot of discuss. It's really a dead rubber, to be honest. It didn't really mean anything. And so they were dominant, 14 shots, 7 on target. And yeah, man. So Bresselbeck, man, awful for them, man. Awful for them. Let me read some of your guys' comments. For me, the likes are at 5. 6. I see 6. Give Haka and Javi, they don't win any football games. It says 8 if you're reload. Oh, this app is weird as heck. Your likes got okay. I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read Matt's comment. I need to delete that actually. Let me delete that because that's wild. I'm sorry. I need to delete that. I need to delete that. I'm not gonna read that. Spurs a big club. Hey, okay. Okay. Let's just move on, man. Let's move on. Orban's form has dropped, sadly. Yeah, Orban is not the same anymore. Is Moscow your friend? What do you mean, my friend? I just recognize this goalkeeper. Okay, I've seen this goalkeeper for Panama, and I'm just surprised that he's actually the goalkeeper for Maccabi Tel Aviv. I did not see that coming. Who? Pookie, you don't know him? He's the Panama goalkeeper. Advanced check Europa League predictor table. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. We need it. I should actually check. That's actually a good point, Matt. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. We'll check that at the very end. Of course. So, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Group C, guys. And Group C, yeah, I mean, Victoria Pleasant, they got the job done. They did 18 points, man. Shout out to Victoria Pleasant, man. They did 6 for 6. And where's Victoria Pleasant, man? Where's Victoria Pleasant? Yeah, they won 3-0 against FC Astana. So shout out to Victoria Pleasant, man. They got the job done. Vilcano Mosquera scored a brace. And for Astana, man, they did not make it through. So, commiserations to that. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game. We have here Dinamo Zagreb 3, Balkani 0, and Dinamo Zagreb, man, they did it, man. Pekovic, man, the guy that scored the brace, Peric, and there was a huge spell in the game where they were not scoring goals, and Pekovic, man, he came through with those 2 goals, and I just think that for Dinamo Zagreb, man, they did it, man. Absolutely incredible. They're through to the nenext round. And actually, even if they didn't win this game, they still would have likely made it through. But if they had won, so like winning would have just been assured, right? Because on the off chance Astana did win, Astana would have gone above them. So Dinamo Zagreb have to improve significantly though for the next round, because for me, this club has lost too many players. Like the goalkeeper has left. I think Orsic left. Who else left this club? Their center back Vardio left. There's a lot of big players that left at Dinamo Zagreb in the last few years. So yeah, like I said, man, if Dinamo Zagreb, they're gonna go through they're gonna be playing against the Europa League team that dropped out. So yeah. All right, let me read your guys' comments. I rose on the table in this Champions League Predictor League. Especially like, I thought he was your personal friend. That IRL, sorry. Ranking X says, I'm very close to top spots in all 3 leagues. Man, I have bad memory. Who says? Sebastian said, Dinamo Zagreb really played. Okay. Why do you guys say with these weird comments? Okay, you guys need to stop saying this stuff. I shouldn't even bring this comment on the screen. Puka says, oh, okay, I remember him. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next group, guys. Group D. That is here, of course, Club Brugge. They ended up beating Bodo Glimt at home, and so Club Brugge are officially they officially topped the group. So shout out to Club Brugge. They did it, man. And wow. They did 3-1, man. 3-1 indeed. 3-1 indeed. So congratulations to Nusa, Rodriguez, Mezcal, and Pellegrino scored a penalty. So yeah, for Club Ridge, man, look how dominant they were. 11 shots, 4 on target. And they were clinical with their chances, whereas Bodo Glimt weren't. So yeah, Bodo Glimt for me needs to improve on the road. They're not really a good road team. So yeah. So shout out to Club Brugge, man. And guys, do you think Club Brugge is back? Do you think Club Brugge is back, or you're still not convinced? I think Club Brugge could be a dark horse. I think they could be a dark horse in the Conference League, but I'm not quite convinced yet because, like I said, I still feel like they need to show more for me to be. I feel like they need to show more for me to be convinced. So, like I said, I'm not really too sure. And I feel like this group wasn't really that hard, even though this should have been harder for them. Like this group was supposed to be hard for them, and they made this group look too easy. As for Lugano Besiktas, man. Besiktas finally win. Besiktas finally win in the Conference League, guys. We have to. This has been a moment that we've been waiting for a long time, guys. Besiktas needs to they still should be ashamed of themselves for this group because I'm sorry, that talent pool you have on paper is decent. Amarte, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and the fact that you can't even qualify from this group is absolutely disgraceful. Rebic, Rashika, like I'm sorry, this team has good quality players, and you can't even. You only got 4 points in this group, and you just finished above Lugano. It's absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful what Besiktas. I'm very disappointed with them. I expected so much more from them. And at least they finished the group in 3rd place, which is better than 4th, of course, but it doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day. It doesn't really mean anything for them. And so shout out to the goalkeeper, made 5 saves on the day. Man of the match, of course. And for Lugano, man, it is what it is. They didn't show up. And Besiktas, man, they did, man. And look how many shots Lugano had. 24 shots. 24 shots. Besiktas had 13 shots, 5 on target. And yeah, I feel somewhat bad for Lugano, but, I guess Besiktas wanted revenge after what happened to them at home. So, yeah. Bodo Glimt, man. For me, Bodo Glimt, I'm not really sure about this team. And wow, guys, we have one of the big casualties in the Conference League. One of the best teams in the competition the last few years have gone out in the group stage, and this is absolutely shocking from AZ Alkmaar. And I guess it's not too surprising since they sold some of their key players. I think they sold Reinders. That was one of their big players. I think they sold their fullbacks in particular, I think. And this team isn't the same. And you have to give shout out to Legia Warsaw because they actually came through in 2nd place, and they actually did really well in this group. I'm surprised to see how good they were, and AZ Alkmaar were just terrible, absolutely terrible. Like 59% possession, only 4 shots, 1 on target. Legia Warsaw, man, you got to give it up to them, man. You got to give it up to Legia Warsaw, man, because they did it, man. They proved a lot of people wrong. I don't think a lot of people saw them coming, and the fact that they actually progressed in this group is actually incredible because AZ Alkmaar, a good, solid Dutch team, man. This is not a bad Dutch team by any means, and the fact that they actually got grouped is actually quite shocking to some degree. So, yeah, shout out to Legia Warsaw. Then Aston Villa, man, they almost screwed up. They almost screwed up at the end there with the late equalizer there from from Zrinjski Moster in the 87th minute. Ultimately, it was enough. Though Zaniolo scored the goal in the 61st minute. And Aston Villa, man, they got the job done. And yeah, so Aston Villa, look how dominant they were. 5 shots for them, 10 shots, 6 on target, and they just couldn't finish. And Zrinjski Moster only scored with their 1 shot on target, and it was a wonderful goal in the 87th minute. So shout out to Zrinjski Moster. So yeah, for Aston Villa, man, they topped the group in the process, and that's good for them. Good for them. So let me read some of you guys' comments. I'm not gonna read that. True, bro said true. I don't think they ever left AD. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean they didn't leave? They left, man. Vardio left. Livakovic left. Those players left, man. Those players left Dinamo Zagreb. So I feel like they haven't replaced those players very well. As Sebastian says, Galatasaray over Besiktas. Well, that's obvious, Sebastian. That's very obvious. I'm like I would if anyone tries to argue Besiktas is better. I'm sorry, you're dumb. You're dumb. You can't say Besiktas is better. And European competition, maybe in the league. Although, to be fair, I haven't checked what's going on in the Turkish league, so maybe we should check that. But yeah, I mean, in terms of European competitions now. All right, let's move on to Group F, guys. Oh, not talking about the 80. What do you mean? Like, okay, so please be specific. What do you mean by they? Because I'm kind of confused there. All right, so Genk won against Kukrachi 2-0, and Genk went down to 10, man. They still went on to win the game, though. Hinen and Payne still on Kukrachi, man. Kukrachi finished with 0 points, and Genk actually managed to got grouped, which is actually kind of surprisingly shocking because Genk is actually one of the best Belgian teams in the competition in the last couple of years. And the fact that they actually got grouped is kind of shocking. And yeah, so Mark McKenzie, man, will not be through to the next stage. It's kind of disappointing for me, man, but it is what it is. 13 shots, 6 on target. Kukrachi, 12 shots, 3 on target. Then we have Ferencvaros and Fiorentina. And guys, shout out to Fiorentina, man. I mean, shout out to Ferencvaros. Ferencvaros actually held Fiorentina to both draws. They actually held them to both draws, and they actually were pretty impressive. 6 shots in this game, 5 on target. And for Fiorentina, man, 11 shots, 2 on target. And guys, I think if Ferencvaros actually had won this game, they could have actually maybe topped the group. Yeah, they would have actually topped the group, I believe. And they were the better team on the day, man. Fiorentina, man, they didn't really play that well, but they still topped the group, man, because I think Ferencvaros, they dropped points to them. So, yeah, Ferencvaros, man, they ultimately slept up. But, yeah, at least they made it through, man. And after that disappointment of a loss to KI at home, I think this team has been better since. So, yeah, shout out to Ferencvaros, man. Ferencvaros, they're through the next stage of the competition. And we'll see which Europa League team they get. And shout out to Fiorentina, man. Their center back scored the equalizer there. Ranieri, 73rd minute. So, interesting. Talk about Club Brugge. I mean, that comment when you're talking about that. Oh, do you mean like, okay, so I think you mean like our Club Brugge is a real deal. That's what, okay, I think I was talking about that. Yeah, I think that's what you meant. Sorry. My bad for not understanding that. And I just realized I should have changed this banner thing to UECL. It shouldn't be UEL. It should be UECL. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the Group G, guys. We're wrapping this up very shortly. We're not 1 hour, 2 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up very shortly. So we're going to talk about our last few games we have here. Group G, we have here is Aberdeen 2 and Frankfurt 0. Guys, Frankfurt has been awful, guys. I don't know. This Frankfurt team has fallen off so badly. And you know who I think has really been the big loss for Frankfurt is Kuala Moani. Moani has been such a big loss. Obviously, they lost Kamada. That was obviously a big loss. And Ndika as well. But I think the big loss was Moani. I think Moani was just that important player for them because I'm sorry, this Frankfurt team looked awful. This Frankfurt team look awful. They don't look great. And I'm sorry, Frankfurt, I don't see them doing well. I'm not convinced with this Frankfurt team. This team is not the same. Ever since they won the Europa League, this team has not been the same. And this Frankfurt team has fallen apart, man. They're falling apart. The manager left. Moani left. Ndika left. Kamada left. And some other big players will probably leave soon. Like maybe Noaf might leave. Maybe Paxton Harrison might leave. Tuata maybe might leave. I'm not sure. But yeah. And this Frankfurt team, this is disappointing. How do you have 78% possession, 16 shots, 6 on target? You allow Aberdeen to have 4 shots, 2 on target. And yeah, so shout out to Aberdeen, man. This is embarrassing for Frankfurt. Absolutely embarrassing. And I understand that, you didn't have anything to play for. You were obviously going to make it through to the next stage. But still, I still feel like this is inexcusable. And it's inexcusable. And you still played a strong 11. You still play Gotza is still there. Kevin Trapp is still there. You still have some good quality players there. So there's really no excuses, man. And shout out to Aberdeen, man. Because they did well in this group, man. I actually feel like Aberdeen were hard done by in this group. I feel like that loss to Plock at home was controversial. They should have not lost that game. My opinion should have been a draw. And I'm glad they at least got somewhat rectified. At least it somewhat does justice in some ways, redeems itself. So yeah. Am I the only one who believed in Scottish teams this weekend? Both the Celtic and Aberdeen W's. Wow, Rank, that's actually incredible. Boy said, look where Aberdeen are in the league. So bad for Frankfurt. Master says Frankfurt bottle first. Yeah, man, Frankfurt, man, they did it, man. They lost, of course. Moving on to other game we have here, it is Hawk 4, HJK 2. I'm not going to discuss about this game because this game didn't really have any significance. And oh my God, HJK looks so bad. Let me look at their foot mob ratings. It's so bad. Did anyone make a mistake for the goal? No, I don't think so. But one of their center backs did score an own goal. And yeah, for PAOK, man, they did it, man. They won 4-2. And for AJK, man, defensively not very good. And yeah, it's just not a good team, man. PAOK, 23 shots, 11 on target, 8 shots for AJK, 2 on target. So yeah, I think for AJK, man, it's just awful for them. This is not a good team. Let's keep it a stack. And PAOK, man, shout out to PAOK, man. They did it, man. They did it. So yeah, not really too convinced with PAOK. Too convinced with AJK. So Aberdeen actually finished in third. PAOK actually tops the group. Frankfurt comes to a second place, and AJK, of course, finished bottom. And then Fenerbahce, man, they absolutely obliterated Sparta Trnava after that horror show they had in the last game against Nordsjælland. And Tadic scored a brace there. I'm sorry, 2 assists for him on the day. And Dzeko scored a brace. Kavica scored a goal. I got an assist. Penduglo got a goal. And yeah, for Sparta Trnava, man, they were just awful in this game. Awful. Really not good enough. And yeah, for Fenerbahce, man, shout out to them. They actually topped the group in the process. And Ludogorets, man, they win 1-0 over Nordsjælland. And Nordsjælland, man, it's so disappointing for Nordsjælland, man, because Nordsjælland destroyed Ludogorets 7-1 and the reverse fixture. But it didn't mean anything because Ludogorets won. Now, if this game ended in a draw, I believe, yeah, Nordsjælland would have advanced. And you have to give a shout out to the man of the match. He made 5 saves on the day. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, I feel bad for Nordsjælland, man, because they did really well in this group. They did fantastic. It's just that it didn't enough quality in the end. And so, yeah, man, Nordsjælland, man, it just wasn't to be. And look at the goal difference, guys. They have a +10 goal difference, and you still don't advance. And Fenerbahce have a goal difference of +2, and Ludogorets have a goal difference of 0, and they advance. That is just crazy, man. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. I don't think. Have you guys ever seen that before? A team with like an insane goal difference don't make it through to the next stage. That's absolutely wild. I've never seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that before, guys. So that's actually incredible. So Nordsjælland, man, very disappointing because I actually wanted them to progress, even though I did originally predict Fenerbahce at the top and Ludogorets in second place. I wanted to see an upset. And of course, we have a good friend, Bulgarian Mapping, where I don't know where he is right now. He, of course, supports Ludogorets. So, yeah, man. So shout out to Ludogorets, man. They proved a lot of people wrong after getting smashed by them, and they got revenge. So we're gonna go in the conference league real quickly, guys. Then we're gonna go ahead and move, and then we're gonna round off here, guys. I need to be ending this for 1 hour and 7 minutes. I'm getting exhausted, guys, for speaking. So we're gonna go into where's the conference league? Is the conference league where? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna search it myself. Conference league. All right, so this is the conference league we have here, guys. I'm just going to show you guys the knockout phase. I just want to show you the teams that are going to be in the draw. So as you guys can see here, guys, these are the teams that are coming from the Europa League. Olympiacos, Ajax, Real Betis, Sturm Graz, Union SG, Maccabi Haifa, Servette Mold will be playing against these teams. So we're about to play Ghent, Dinamo Zagreb, Bodo Glimt, Legia Warsaw, Ferencváros, Eintracht Frankfurt, Ludogorets. And you know what's really interesting, guys? We have a very diverse team. So there's not a lot of teams from the same confederation, which is very nice. So we might have a chance to see a team outside the top 5 leagues win it, which I would be very happy to see. So hopefully that does happen. So like I said, guys, those are your respective teams, man. Of course, the draw will take place on Monday. So what I'm thinking about doing, guys, is I'll do like a draw reaction at around like 11 a.m. because I think by then the draw should be done for all 3 competitions, and then we'll do like a 30-minute reaction. And I'm gonna have to do it by myself because, of course, as you guys know, I have my graduation that day, so I have to leave early that day and get ready. Go there early in the place and, it's good stuff like that. So I will be kind of busy that day. So I won't be able to do much. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe we could discuss about it on Discord, on the VC calls or something later that day or something about the draw for the respective competitions. But yeah, let me read some of you guys' final comments before we head out. Mass Channel says Aberdeen finished above HJK. Mass Channel says, Michael struggled to improve the AJK side. Fuki says, Haken or AJK? Who are you picking to save your life? I think AJK is better than Haken. I mean, HJK, because at least with HJK, at least they got some points in the Conference League. And they have been in this competition for a few years now. They've been in European competitions. Hawk, on the other hand, I'm sorry, I'm not picking the club. Yeah. Sammy Kiani says supports Fenerbahce. Matchday says, Pookie says, I feel for them 280. Matchday says, oh, by then I got my booster prediction spot on for West Ham versus Freiburg. Reagan X says, super unfair to Northland. Hope we get to see them again. Mass Channel says, BM supports Ludogorets, Barca, Benfica, and Inter Milan. Ooh, interesting. Oh, yeah, actually, before we head off, guys, I completely forgot this. I want to check my predictor. Let's go check my predictor thing before we head off. So let's go ahead and check the predictor. Now, I believe I saw myself in the Champions League. Did I see the Champions League one? Let's go over the Champions League one first. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, where's the thing? Why can't I move this? What the heck? Here we go. So window. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the prediction league. Okay, so here we go, guys. So this is the prediction. So let's see how many points I got. So I got 44 points in Matchday 6. So I got a perfect score for PSV Arsenal. Okay. I got Lons 1, Sevilla 0. Got that correct. Didn't get the score prediction, though, right? Salisbury Benfica, I messed up badly with that one. This one I messed up badly. This one I messed up really badly. Napoli got that one right. Copenhagen got that one right, 4 points. Man United Bayern got that one completely wrong. Serena's Zvezda Man City did that one right. And I got my booster. And I predicted 3-1. Ended up being 2-1. I was very close. My Barca prediction was garbage. Porto one was good. Newcastle Milan was good. And Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, PSG got that one wrong. Celtic Feyenoord got that one wrong. And of course, Atletico Madrid and Lazio. I got this one perfect, man. Perfect. 2 perfect scores, man. 2 perfect scores. 2 perfect scores indeed. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the Europa League. Okay, so Europa League Predictor League. And actually, let me check where I am in the league, actually, before we let me check where I am. So league, where is my league? Okay, so I'm currently 8th place. Oh, I'm in the Conference League zone. And FP7 Games is storming through 333 points. Man, the guy is on absolute fire. Santiago in 2nd place. That's actually ranked, by the way. Dizzy 3rd. Theodore Grandin 4th. Darius Elpatru. And then Rubix, Todd, and I'm just above Adam and Mats, man. So it's interesting. I'm only 5 points clear of Mats, man. Wow, me and Adam are actually level on points. So it's because I got more points in Matchday 6 than him. So yeah, interesting, man. Interesting. So let's see who's last place. Last place, man. It is currently Nicholas with 18 points. So who's got last place in Matchday 6? And so is Roll On. Let's see. Dang. Interesting, man. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your Europa League, guys. Europa League predictor. All right. Let's see. Let's see how many predictions I got right here. Okay, predictions. Okay. Matchday 6 got 39 points. So I put quarterback 1, Haken Nil, got that one right. And Leverkusen 2-1. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hey, this is good. Messed up there. Okay, messed up with that one. This one I messed up with. I was really close, so this one wasn't great. Araco, Atalanta, not very good. This one was bad. This one was bad. This one wasn't great. Only 1 perfect prediction, bro. Only 1 perfect prediction. What an absolute disgrace for me. What an absolute shambles for me. Let me see where I am in the league. So I'm currently 6th place in the league, guys. 6th place. Pookie is currently 1st in the league. 2nd, Rubix, Theodore Grandin, Ali, Santiago, Adam, Mats, and Kubo. So interesting, man. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the Conference League. 1-1 FC in the Conference. The Europa League lol. Yeah, actually, Rank is true, right? Rank is true. Rank is right because I predicted a lot of 1-1 draws. All right, so league. Okay, so I got this one perfect. No, actually, I didn't get this one perfect. Okay, so this one's good. Okay, not good there, not good there. Hey, got this one perfect. Perfect. Okay, 2 perfects. Messed up there, messed up there, messed up there. Got okay. And let's see what I predicted in the leagues. Where I'm in the leagues. Let's see. I'm currently in 5th place, 262 points. So not too shabby. Oh my God, look at the point margin between me and Santiago. This is absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking from my part. Like, wow, I'm only 2 points clear of Pookie. That's crazy, man. Crazy. All right. Anyways, I think we're gonna round up here, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe, of course. Let's see how many likes we're on today's stream before we head out. We're at 8 likes, guys. Let me just refresh my stream one more time, see if we can get any more likes before we head off. And let me just read some of your guys' comments. Pleasant make good through Thomas Subikazum. We'll make them better when he's back from injury. I also got a perfect score for PSV Arsenal. I got all of them wrong in UCL, man. Well, I think so. I also got Lazio spot on. My booster was on Porto Shakhtar, which I got some of it right. I'm 6 in Michael's CL League. Peace out, guys. 1-1 FC and UEL low. I didn't know I was first low. Fourth might be rank. Theodore is a predictor of GOAT. Yeah, Theodore, man. Where is Theodore, man? I haven't seen him in a while in a long time, so hope he can still be here. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I think we're gonna round off here, guys. So hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. Comment below your thoughts. Come straight if you're watching the replay. Check out my other podcast description below. Click on the join button and gags to member series and member streams. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.